Welcome all to the High Performance Entrepreneurship Series. We are on the day 33. Dream big, aim high, start small. Start very small so that you can easily focus on what you're doing. Start very small so that you can master it and you can build a discipline around it. And believe me, once you reach to this state, you are ready to build a scalable startup. And a journey of an high performance entrepreneur starts. Dear friends, thank you for joining the High Performance Entrepreneurship series. So, today we are having a very like a topic which every entrepreneur and solopreneur has to know in this time. And to take through this session, I welcome Sakshi, Associate Vice President of Udan Skill Academy. She is a business consultant at BrandsJet, assistant brands to earn money and generate revenue through her expertise, technology, and marketing solution. So please welcome Sakshi. Sakshi, the stage is yours.
Thanks, Kabir. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Ami, Jetris, Jasser. I can see Semi and Kurul in the listening. Hello, both of you. So, yeah, today's topic is really it's a hot topic these days, like entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. How can they actually leverage LinkedIn? And LinkedIn is something which is just booming these days. So, for that, we have two amazing speakers with us. The first is Jasir Alvi. So, Jasir is a personal branding expert and a LinkedIn coach. He's also a co-founder at Farm Chips and Biz Trips. He has more than 20 years of experience in the industry, in the different verticals, including startups and corporates. Hi, Jasir.
Thank you, Sakshi, and thank you for that introducing. Thank you so much.
The second speaker we have is Amin. Amin is the founder of No Time. He is the junior of Kabir and he is currently standing in the final year of BTech. No Time is basically the edtech platform that helps students get professional jobs. Hi, Amin. Welcome.
Thank you, Sakshi. Hi, all.
So, today we'll be delving into the vast potential of LinkedIn, particularly and spatially focused on entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. And in this digital era, LinkedIn is no longer just a job seeking platform, but it's more a powerhouse for networking, content creation, brand building, and business growth. So before we deep dive into such topics, I wanna know from you, Jasir, what is the first thing? Like for example, I came on LinkedIn just today. What is the first step, or what is the first thing I need to do as a newcomer on LinkedIn?
Hi, Sakshi. Hi, everyone. So, LinkedIn is, like I always say, it's more than a resume website now. Many other, platforms have taken up that role, like we have Indeed and Monster and many other websites who do that. Today, LinkedIn is more about networking. It's 900 million people strong, and it's an amazing platform to be for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, every professional, to be honest. But especially if you're looking to build a business, then you should definitely be on LinkedIn and be very active on it. It's and so when you come talk about being on LinkedIn, the first thing is what you call your profile page. So everything starts from there. So when somebody identifies you, or like even if it's a new connection or someone you're reconnecting with, they come to LinkedIn and they see you, they're going to check out your profile, right? So that's your landing page, and that's a free landing page that most people are not making use of. So
Sorry, Jasir, for the interruption, but Detris, can you please mute yourself? Is there some voice coming from your side?
is it from my side?
No, no, it is from Detris' side. Yeah, Jasir, you can go ahead.
Right. Like I was saying, like it's a wonderful platform to be on if you're an entrepreneur or business leader or a coach, or even if you're just networking to find a new to grow your career. So the first thing that anyone who's coming to LinkedIn, coming to your to see like once you're connected with something or someone, or reconnected with someone, they're going to check out your profile. So they're going to be seeing your page. That's your landing page on the LinkedIn. So you have to get that right. Like I always say, you have to check if your banner really resonates with what you stand for. If you need to have your picture right and all of this thing. So it all starts with the landing page, right? That's the your profile page. Back to you, Sakshi.
Thanks, Chasa. Thank you so much. It was like you, as you said. Obviously, I also think that you can't engage with people until and unless you have not optimized your LinkedIn profile. So, optimization your LinkedIn profile is very necessary, is very mandatory. You need to be fully prepared, and then you can go ahead with other things. So, talking about networking, Jasir, I have listened that networking is a non-stop party where relationships are the snacks and opportunities are the main course. So, how do you see networking on LinkedIn, and what are your strategies for connecting with people or to network on LinkedIn?
That's an interesting question, and I think there are a lot of ways to network. And when you say network, it's about connecting with people. Sometimes people you already know, from your classmates and in the universities, or your colleagues that you worked with before. It's reconnecting with your friends, probably who are running their own business, their own having their own careers. It's also connecting with new people. So it's all of that, and when you connect with people. I always say is like make that connection genuine, right? So genuine connections help you to grow grow better on LinkedIn. When I say grow better, I mean you will start collaborations, you will start sharing genuine things, you will start sharing all of that. So that would be the real use of LinkedIn, to collaborate with people, to network, and so and then you can share your business possibilities with them. So it's all of that. I'd really like to hear from others as well, like how they've been networking on LinkedIn, and then I'll share some of my tips and experiences as well. Yes, actually, back to me.
Yeah, sure, Jasir. So I think I'll get okay. So I'll get back to you, but before that, I want to listen it from Amin. That Amin, how was your journey as a student or as a founder of No Time? How have you started your journey on LinkedIn, and what is your experience till now? If you want to shed some light on that.
Yeah, hi all. I started LinkedIn 2 years back. At that time, students were talking about if you want to get a job, you should be having a profile on LinkedIn. It should be optimized. You should be uploading every certificate that you got from any class, and students are crazy about getting some certificate or badge to upload on LinkedIn. That's what LinkedIn for me back 2 years. After sometimes I got to know that LinkedIn is not only for jobs. If you want to get good network through professionally, there are other platforms, are the Instagram, Facebook. But if you want to connect with people really, if you want to connect professionally, you have to be in LinkedIn. That's what I understand for this small years. And yeah, now I can assure that if you are doing well in LinkedIn and you have optimized your profile, and if anyone who came to your profile, they have to understand what you are doing. As of now, you can see Kabir and mine, Jas, Sakshi, Beatrice. You can see what we are doing in our LinkedIn profile. But if you are going to others, you can understand what they are doing. You have to be making your profiles professionally. You have to make a contents correct, and what you have to tell to others, those who are visiting your profile. That's what I understand now. If you're new to LinkedIn and if you already know about LinkedIn, do so more research. And there's someone like Jasser, who's LinkedIn coach. He will be helping you to leverage LinkedIn as a tool to get more clients, more business in through LinkedIn to your business. Yeah, that's what I have to tell. Back to you, Sakshi.
Yeah, it was really wonderful to hear from you, Amin. And I feel that is really something very, proud for us. We are proud that, at least the students and the entrepreneurs, solopreneurs can actually leverage LinkedIn, and that's the power of LinkedIn. And I feel like you said that, LinkedIn, when you actually optimize your LinkedIn profile or you grow on LinkedIn, basically you increase your visibility and your credibility. So I guess if somebody knows me as Sakshi Village just because I have grown myself on LinkedIn and people know who I am, I guess if you visit somebody's profile, the banner is not there, the picture is not there, it obviously as a normal human tendency won't be interested in talking to them. So it's very important that we optimize it. Thank you, Amin, for your insights. Beatrice, coming to you. How has been your journey so far on LinkedIn? How you started? What is the thing that you thought that this was something amazing on LinkedIn?
Yes, yes, thank you. Hello. So for me, LinkedIn Pass was just for employment, get out there and find employment. But I found that building a brand, and so I'm on that journey. It is very helpful. Other things are creating content and learning from the top creators. And so I've begun to do that. And with building a brand, one of the most important, choose your purpose. And also your personal brand is what you're passionate about, what your interests are. So I had to really dig and look internal to decide what that is. Just not about employment, but if you're using LinkedIn as a solopreneur or entrepreneur, it's bigger. You want to get out there so that people know what your area of expertise is. And you want to be known for what your goals are. You can put those out there. LinkedIn for creating content has areas where you can pick topics. So if your area, mine was project management and leadership and technology. So those are items that you can pick, and that information will be fed into your LinkedIn. And you can post information on what it is that you want to be known for. So that was really big for me too. Process on that journey. Also learning from the best. I followed some of the top creators where and studying their content, engage with them. You can learn. I ask a lot of questions and apply. I learned content for ideas, formats. You can use templates and how to create hooks and things like that to draw your audience and interact with your audience. So those are the two or three hacks that on my journey right now. Just build your brand. Make sure you're known for what your goals are and what you want to be known for. Because sometimes it's not just a job. So I like to inspire. So that's one of my topics, and also creating your content. Just do research. There's lots of hacks out there. That's one way that I'm just kind of learning from experience. But LinkedIn is a great tool. So thank you for having.
Thanks, Tetris. Thanks a lot. So I'd like to welcome Semi, Coral, Dawn, Michelle. Anyone wants to come up and share your thoughts or your journey, your experience, how it went so far for you guys. You guys can raise your hand and Kabir will take you up. And yeah, it is. I do believe that, sometimes just posting content is not only okay. Yes, Charles.
Yeah, I was just mentioning. I think let's make this a discussion. Let's have more people up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure, Jasper. Coral, you wanna come up? Dawn, Phil, you can raise your hand and join us and make it a discussion.
Yes, actually. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, so yeah, the address, I do agree with you that, instead of just posting on, it's very important to consume the content on it. And that's that, you should actually follow some good, observe what they create and consume their content. So thanks. I mean, do you have questions for? Do you have some questions for Jasir as an entrepreneur or as a student? How you can leverage?
Yeah, Jasir, I have a question. How can we leverage LinkedIn to showcase startup products or services to a wider audience? How can we use LinkedIn as a tool? Can you answer that question?
And as a tool for startups, right? Is that,
Yeah,
yeah. So for startups, like the founders are, I think, the most important people. And if you're the founders of a startup, like if see if, whether you're a solopreneur or like you have co-founders and all that, it's really important to have your profiles up and running and have them set up properly, starting from the profile, like I mentioned, from your banners to your professionally taken photos. Sorry, the photos should be like having 60% of your face covered and smiling. Really attractive photos. So it means a lot, like, because you'll be meeting up with investors, you'll be talking to mentors, and if you want people to take you seriously, you need to put up that on your profile. It should look serious and it should determine, like, people look at all that. So it's important that you give your first impression, and probably when you meet investors or like when you talk to them, and a lot of that happens online these days, you'll be sending them your LinkedIn profile. And I think it's better if you send a LinkedIn profile than sending a resume, because it can capture so much more than a resume. It can show your connections, your how you're serious about your topics, what you're talking about. So let me just touch on the profile a bit, if that's okay. Like starting from your banner and your profile picture. Like I mentioned, it's good to put a few words up there on your banners that's related to what you're trying to achieve, what your passions are. Or if you're into sales or selling, then it should have those some kind of hooks to engage people with your profile. Second thing is to have an important, the second important thing is like your the headline, and the headline can reflect what you're offering instead of just writing like founder of so and so. Instead of that, go for something like what you're trying to give, what value can you give people. So that because that comes up in different places. Like for example, if you just look at the audio rooms, your name and then the title comes up. So it's important to sell yourself there. As in like let people know what you can give them, right? So that's important. And then the whole of the profile, including the about section. And instead of going like in the about section, people write about very technically, but I think it's, you should talk in a language that people understand, in a friendly tone, in an inspiring tone. Talk about yourself a bit, and what your people should like. If they read your about section, they should know who you are, right? Then what you have done. So that's the difference. What you have done and who you are. Like who you are is more important to them. What are the values that you want to convey? What are your interests, hobbies? What are your interests? What is your passion? What you are really about? And then coming to the work experience as well. Like instead of going for a bullet point resume where you talk about all the different roles that you've done. Talk about it in a friendly way, probably in a storytelling way, like what you did with that in different organizations. So these things are important. Like when someone comes to your profile and reads about you and reads all these things, that they really become genuinely interested in you and to connect with you. They'll be looking forward to connect with you, and that can foster relationships, and that's really important for an entrepreneur, for a startup, because they're going to be talking to, like I said, clients, potential clients. You'll be working on your MVPs, so it's important that you can talk to your clients. So this can really help with that, right? It's a landing page, and after looking at your profile, if they can already know who you are and what you're about, what you're going to offer, that really helps you set the tone for the meeting. And then you can talk about and also investors as well. So, or there are a lot of people who are interested in helping you out. So, like your mentors. So, all of these people, all of these stakeholders that you'll be connecting with, so it's important that you convey to them who you are, and your profile can really help that. And networking and engaging in LinkedIn as well. So, as we go, and I think we'll speak about that. I think I've talked too much now. Back to you, Sakshi.
Yeah, before that, can I ask you a question, Sakshi? Sakshi, you've been in LinkedIn for a long time, right? Can you share what type of content we should be creating for engaging our visitors, those who are going to visit our LinkedIn page? What kind of contents, or what are the type of contents that we should be uploading to our LinkedIn profile? Can you share the thought about that?
Sure, Amin. Thank you so much for that question. It's a wonderful question. Okay, so before I share that, I'll urge everybody of who is using LinkedIn, the entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, that if you're creating content on LinkedIn, just turn on your creator mode, because it helps you know the analytics, like how much your impressions has been posted on your content, how many likes have been there. So it helps you, check the progress of yours. Coming back to your question, Amin, there are three types of content which I think work for me. The first one is the inspirational content. Like, people come to you or people read your post when you inspire them. Inspiration motivational, it could be in a form of educational or inspirational. So it's very important that you provide some value out of your content. For example, if you are providing the tips that how to optimize LinkedIn, so that's a educational content, because there we are providing the value. We are giving 5 tips that how you can actually optimize your LinkedIn profile. Then comes the aspirational content. The aspirational content talks about where it says that for example, I achieved something and I'll share my story that how I actually achieved it. So it talks about more about facts, numbers, and a lot of matrices. And and the third type of content is the personalized content, which comes to storytelling, and which is the most famous type of content going on right now on LinkedIn. So personalized content is where you can share your own stories, where you can share your own incident, like something happened with you, and you can share that. And what happened whenever you share some types of personal stories with the audience actually connect with you, because as we discussed in previous audio events also, that you don't have to write a rocket science, but you actually have to just ignite your personality into the content. So I feel content should make the audience feel valuable, and at the same time they should get connected, not to just the post but also the personality behind it who has written the post. So I guess this is pretty much about the content. I mean, the educational post, the aspirational post, and the personalized post.
Yeah, thank you, Sakshi, for sharing that. Yeah, Jasir, I have a question for you. Can I ask, or do I need to give some chances to others as well? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead. Like, we can discuss that.
Can you share the key strategies for building strong personal brand for founders or entrepreneurs through LinkedIn? What are the key strategies they can use to make a brand through LinkedIn? Did you get my question?
Right. As in creating your personal brand, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there are. So personal brand is about is all about you talk about any brand. What is most important is like the key. Uh, the key reason why you do branding is for visibility, right? You have a brand when you have talk about any brand that like Apple or Samsung or any other in any vertical for that matter. So you're talking about the visibility they have. Then like it involves their logo, it involves their uh, like. How people like see them and what emotions they drive in people and bring all of those things. So it's almost the same thing when it comes to personal brand. And for personal brand, it's similar things that you need to work on. Like if you're looking at uh, your people are now starting to brand themselves, by using particular even fonts or names in certain styles, even creating kind of logos. So you can go into all that. But what is most important? If you ask me, what is the most important thing is how you let people see you through your to what you share through your the value that you give through your engagements, and that includes the posts and how you are providing value to people, and how people are interacting back with you. So if I see somebody on LinkedIn, I see that he has a pretty fairly good looking what do you say, profile and all that. So then the next thing I would seek is what is the value that he's giving me before I try to connect with him, right? So that's what you have to focus on, like what value you are giving. So that includes what kind of posts and engagements you're doing on LinkedIn, and whether that's of value, right? So um, that's important. And each thing, like posts or comments, audio events, or each of them, they have their own, the ways that you can use them and hack them and all that. So for example, in posts, stay relevant. You have to stay, short. You use short sentences when you are writing posts. Convey that. When you start with a hook, question, or engaging title that will prompt readers to, click the see more and read through your content, and then end with questions to engage people. Interesting questions, short questions, not questions that provoke a lot of thought. So those are some of the tips for writing posts. So there's similar things for each each way, type of content. Sorry, for example, for audio rooms, for how you can use uh, carousels, for example, in posts, or articles and newsletters. So those are really good, the methods as well. Another tip I can give you is to start, if you have already started your, registered your startup, or you have your names and those things ready, then go ahead and start a company page, right? So company pages they can help you promote your startup. So um, each of the founders having their profile done right, and then connecting with the company page and managing the company page. So all that is like your company content, like what the company is about. You can of course introduce them in your posts as well. That's okay, but as for adding value to your connections. But in the company page, you can directly talk about the product, the service that you're offering, what it is, what are the advantages, and you can create those posts. And you can also start a company newsletter to go out once in a while. So those are interesting ways that you can build the audience slowly, and then build the kind of people that you want to be your advocates in the long run. Oh, wait. Um,
Thanks, Jasir. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have Vinod, Abin, Nasima, Coral, Semi with us. I would love if you guys come up, raise your hand, and share your experiences or your journey on LinkedIn so far. How has been LinkedIn treating you? What are your thoughts on content or networking? Anything you wanna come up and share? Vinod, Abin, Semi, Coral, Nasima. You can raise your hands and Kabir will take you up. Yeah, we have Vinod with us. Kabir, can we have Vinod on the speaking panel? Hi, Vinod. How are you doing? There's an unmute button over there. You can click on that and unmute yourself.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And the question was, what is the benefit I have got from LinkedIn, I believe, right?
Yeah, maybe. Huh? How was your journey on LinkedIn, or maybe the benefit you got, or the biggest achievement you have, achieved through LinkedIn?
Yeah. So as a sales trainer and coach, I got one of my biggest assignment during COVID time. It was a very big music company. And I had to train their entire leadership team on a jobs to be done theory on a marketing subject. So I got that purely through LinkedIn. Somebody saw my profile, approached me, and there were 3 rounds of like what is an interviews to discovery calls and all these things. And we went ahead for almost 2 months. So, and one more training that I had got was purely from LinkedIn only. I have not posted any content on LinkedIn, but I don't know how. Somehow, like what you say, I have been benefited from being on LinkedIn. So, I would definitely suggest that it's a worthwhile professional platform. Thank you.
Thanks, Vinod. It was just lovely to listen from you. So, are you interested in posting content, or do you attend some audio events?
I have attended actually a lot of trainings related to content and some influencers in the past, but personally, I never felt like putting it on. I'm a little bit of shy person when it comes to showing myself on social media. On a stage, I have no issues. I can speak in front of any number of audience. But on social media, I don't know why. But I think a little bit of nudging from Kabir and from all of you it may help me start doing that. Thank you.
We'll be surely looking forward to it, Vinod. Anytime you need any guidance or help from us, we'll be always there to support and guide you.
Thank you very
You
much.
just a DM away. We are just DM away. Hi, Shivankar. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, Sakshi. How are you?
I am doing absolutely fine. Yeah, I know you from since a long time now, but I want you to share, your journey. How has been your journey on LinkedIn? We met through audio events, so how has been your experience in audio events, or content creation? Anything you wanted to share?
Yeah, sure. I actually got into the workforce not too long ago. It's only been like, I'd say a year. So for most of that, I didn't really engage in LinkedIn. It was only a few months ago that I actually found out about audio events. I think a lot of that's true for a lot of us. Like it's like we uncovered the carpet and we found out that there's such thing as audio events. So it's only in the last few months that I started really actively engaging in LinkedIn, mostly just like you said, through coming through the audio events and being part of really a lot of interesting conversations. And it was only through the audio events that I found out that so many people put so much work into LinkedIn. Like that, being on LinkedIn is a profession in itself, and I didn't know that. But how LinkedIn, what my appreciation for LinkedIn is, it can kind of lift you from your locality in a sense where you can really appreciate what your specific niche is because you're exposed to other people in that niche. So you have one kind of a sense of reliability that there is such a thing, that there is this line where what you're doing does make money. And two, maybe it will, whatever your product is, maybe there's more of a worldwide appreciation than there is in your local society or neighborhood or whatever. For example, if I'm an artist and I'm creating a portrait, if I'm in India, then maybe for my art, they'll pay 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 rupees. But the same art, maybe someone in America will appreciate even more. And it's the same talent, it's the same passion. It's just I happen to be in India, but they can reach out and they'll pay in dollars. But that's not the point. The point is that you find this worldwide network of not only people who are in your field, but also your audience who appreciates what you do. And it's important to take advantage of that because then you can kind of harbor what your niche is and actually cater to it in the standard that you have in your mind. You cater to a worldwide audience who actually appreciates what you do. So anyway, Sakshi, yeah, like you said, I've seen you around a lot. I've seen Kabir too, so it's nice to get up here and talk to you guys.
Absolutely, Shivanka. I can completely resonate with your point that, sometimes what you actually need, just apart from money, is a little push and appreciation from others because that's something what makes your day. And maybe I am somebody who likes fame more than money. So for someone like me, you can appreciate me anytime and I'll be happy. Thanks to listen to you, Shivanka. So we have Nabila, Chaitanya, Mohammed, Tarunum. Anybody who wants to come up, share their experiences, their journey on LinkedIn, you guys are most welcome. Just raise your hand and Kabir will bring you up. Moving back to you, Jasir, I have a question for you. So, when you said that we should make a personal brand and have a personal LinkedIn profile. You also said that we should, on the other hand, as solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, have a company page. So, what is your take on that? How do you think, like, how much attention should be given to a personal profile, building it, and how much to a company page? What's your take on that?
It should go hand in hand, right? So when you're building your personal brand, it has to be about you providing value to people, and telling people who you are, what you are, like what you. In fact, people focus more on what they do on LinkedIn, and that's good, but I think it should also, your profile should also show who you are, like what you stand for, what your passions are, and all that. So it's important to let people know, you as a whole, because it's even part of showing the kind of person you are. It also helps the company in turn. Now, on the other hand, the company profile page, the company page on LinkedIn, it's about the company. It's about the services that company offers. That it can be a startup, can be your the company that you're managing. So there's a difference between you and the company, right? So that the company page can be about directly talk to people about the products and services, like I mentioned, and it can be, and then you can retweet that, you can share that. You can repost them and share the insights as well. That with your own repost with your insights. For example, if you post about an offer instead of posting it on your page, you post that on your company page, and then you can repost it. And when you repost, you could like really offer some insights as to why the product is different from others. So you can give some more perspective to your audience about that product, and that can bring a the unique blend that people could connect with your product and service as well. So it should go hand in hand. So and at the same time, as a, like, if you are a co-founder or founder, you're attending the event, you can post that on your profile page, and then the company page can repost that or pick that up as well. So it helps if you take them together hand in hand.
Thanks, Tasa. Thanks for the insight. So we have Chaitanya on the speaking panel. Hi, Chaitanya. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, Sakshi. How are you?
I am doing absolutely fine. I would love if you could share some of your insights about LinkedIn, or how do you leverage LinkedIn?
Okay. If my estimate is right, I have made more than $40,000 on LinkedIn. So, how do you do that? Fundamentally, LinkedIn is a very, very powerful tool. I see LinkedIn as as a landing page fundamentally. So I kind of put up my value proposition. And one thing that I do on LinkedIn is that when I meet people, I certainly take a one-to-one conversation with them. So um, in my past, I have done some research on ancient Indian scriptures and some kind of languages and all that. So if you see my what do you call that featured section, there is one assignment that came in through LinkedIn. So I had nothing to do with this assignment. A French team landed in India wanting to do some research on the undergarments Indians would wear before any Westerner came in. And somebody in this whole thing referred my name, and this French team landed up with me, and with them came a lot of these fashion experts and digital market experts. So the only advantage I had was that I knew what the words were. It was called Antariya and Uttariya. And because I spoke, they started talking to me and they wanted a quick presentation. Mid Journey came in and I made $2,000 that afternoon. It was a 3-hour assignment. right? So how are you making this happen? So when you have those personalized conversations, and how do you have those personalized conversations? How do you record? How do you respond to people when see? Okay, this is how LinkedIn algorithm works. Say suppose Sakshi makes a beautiful post. I just do a like button. I get 1 mark, and then next I put in a I like the button, and then say great post. I get 2 marks, but if I leave a great comment with my perspective, I get 35 marks. And if I leave a conversation, a comment that makes Sakshi respond back to me, and if I have 4 or 5 people commenting on my comment, I get 95 marks. So, what do you do? How do you leverage LinkedIn? Make such comments that will give you more and more and more responses. So, having said that, I manage 7 or 8 HNI's LinkedIn pages, and they have made a ton of money on LinkedIn. So, all how are we doing? What is the advantage? See, as I said, I started saying that LinkedIn is my homepage or my landing page. So, whatever happens on a landing page, you can do on LinkedIn as well. But the only advantage LinkedIn gives you is that the moment you make an update, 1,000 people can see it. So, um, how do you see LinkedIn as something? See how many people know what you do, how deep do they know what you do, and have you really put what you do on in front of 1,000 people, and all those features are ticked by LinkedIn, so you get traffic and you make money out of it. So that's my start on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Thanks, Chaitanya. Thank you so much. It was really wonderful to hear insights from you. How do you make, because being on LinkedIn is important, but how do you monetize it and how do you actually earn from LinkedIn? That is the biggest achievement. So kudos to you. So we have Harish. So in the listening panel, if you want to come up, share with us your experience or your journey on LinkedIn, you're most welcome. You just have to raise your hand button, and Kabir will take you up. So, Chaitanya, coming back to you, as your headline says that you are a AI based brand storyteller. So, what do you feel about it? How storytelling is actually creating a lot of impact on on LinkedIn. Like, what is the impact of storytelling on LinkedIn?
So it's huge. Like I said, see what are the biggest things that come to your mind when you speak of culture? For Hindus, it is Ramayana, Mahabharata, and for Egyptians, for Greek people, it is like the Homer. Now, for thousands of years, these stories survived, and they are going to survive. You and I are the ones are the transients here. So now, how can we make that a small story? Now, when we write stories, right, on LinkedIn, they have to be crisp. 7 years back, I was broke, but today I make $15,000 a month from LinkedIn. That's a story. Now that sticks extremely. Now, the moment you stick, how do you take that interest to a conclusion is the whole skill. So if we can write something that will take people to the end, then nothing like it. And remember, one thing that happens most of the time is the people write for the world. No, you have to have one kind. Every post should be speaking to one person, and one if you connect to that one person, you don't need too many people. For your lifetime, you need 5 paying clients who pay you for 10 years. You will retire. So how do we get those five people out of this entire lot that survive on LinkedIn? That's the story you need to look at, and that's how I see it, Sakshi.
Thanks, Chaitanya. Thank you so much. So we have Mohammed Siddhan with us. Hi, Mohammed. I hope you're doing good. You want to share some insights with us, your journey, or do you have any questions for our speakers?
Yeah, I'm Mohammed Sidan. Good evening, all. So I'm new into this LinkedIn. So the thing is, like, I'm a civil engineer. Completed my bachelor's. I'm doing my master's in construction management. I want to use LinkedIn to create a good opportunity for me, and I'm very much new into this. So if you guys can help me, how about I should move in using LinkedIn? It would be very helpful for me.
So, Sakshi, can I take that question? Sakshi, you're on mute.
Sakshi, you're there? Sakshi's not there. Okay. Chaitanya, let Jasir take it first. We'll come back to you after that.
Yeah, sure.
Jasir.
Yeah, sure. So, Mohammed, you can start with your landing page. That is your profile. I like to call it the landing page, and because that's where when you connect with people, people come and see you there. So that's like your face here on LinkedIn. So get your banner and your your profile picture done right. So I can see that you put up a profile picture, but it'd be good if you have something where you're looking at the camera, something taken professionally, because it speaks a lot. So let your face cover 60% of the area. Be in the formals or casuals are okay as well, but smiling face, looking at the camera, a warm photo would be good. And supplement that with a good banner as well, and then write your about section, which resonates more about who you are. Like I said, instead of what you do, who you are, what are your passions, what do you stand for, and all those things. Make a good write up. Share that in the about section. So start with your profile, and share your experience sections. You can brush them up instead of going for bullet point for points about what you did. It's good, but you can have those done in a write those things in a more friendly tone that people will be interested in reading about you. Like I said, should be about you. People should be able to understand you, who you are, and then what you do. Those are things that you can work on your profile, and after that you can move on to engaging with people on LinkedIn, share thoughts, posts regularly, be consistent. Consistency is the key. So share those thoughts, and you can also, engage with. You should also engage people through comments. Build relationships with people who resonate with you, and you can collaborate with, and then share your thoughts and comment on people's posts. Engage with them, genuinely engage with them, and engage with them on topics that you care about. Like you said, you're an engineer, and should be topics that resonate with you. We can start from there and see how it goes.
Sure, yes, I'll look into that. Yeah, thanks for your insights. Thanks a lot. So, I'm going to be more into this thing, my profile management, in shortly. Thanks a lot.
Should really do that. Yes, leverage LinkedIn for your. It's really important for your career growth as well. Right. Back to you, Kabir.
So, Mohammed, this is what I would tell you from my experience. So, this is what I did. So, I was not on LinkedIn, but this is what I did. But you have even more stronger platform. So, when I did my engineering, I would communicate with a few professors where I wanted to go for my master's. And when I did, I would write things that I would do. Like, for instance, if you are an engineer, right, you understand Newton-Raphson method. Can you use Newton-Raphson method to build some of your stress diagrams? So if you can do a simulation, if you can build a simulation of cantilever stress diagrams, show it in MATLAB and put it on LinkedIn, you don't need a CV actually. So everything you study, if you can put it on simulations that you use that as a video, put it on LinkedIn, even before you graduate, you would have 10 offers with you. Now, when you do this, LinkedIn throws this to people that matter, and they will land upon your landing page to see what you are trying to share. So when Jasir says interact, this is what interaction can be. And then because you will do it over the period of your education, so since you're doing a master's, you have 2 years time to showcase what you do, and 2 years of this kind of work will take you to a different league in your search for jobs. So I think that would be my take.
Thanks, Chaitanya. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mohammed, do you have something to say?
Chaitanya told us like perfect. Yeah, I was thinking about those things, but yeah, sure, I'll look into that. Thanks a lot for your words.
So, since we are at the end of almost the at the end of the session, I will love to have parting notes from Amin. And so, Amin, can we have parting notes from you, whatever your parting thoughts are?
Yeah, if you are using LinkedIn, use it as a professional tool and make it simple. Don't use so many tools that you don't understand. Use simple tools that you can understand. Leverage every situation that you get. Like Chaitanya said, he's getting opportunities randomly. You will be getting randomly. Be prepared every time. That's what I have to tell you guys. Thank you. Back to you, sir.
Thanks, Amin. Thanks a lot. Before giving the my stage back to Kabir, I will like to listen finally from Jasir. Jasir, can we have your parting?
Definitely, Sakshi. So I just want to remind everyone that LinkedIn is not just a platform; it's like a more dynamic ecosystem where your entrepreneurial spirit can foster and flourish. So I would ask everyone to engage with the purpose, share with insight, and connect with empathy. The essence of LinkedIn lies in the or the confluence of what I would say professionalism and genuine human interaction. So that's really important. So as you navigate through LinkedIn, I hope that your ventures resonate with your values and make connections and foster your relationships. And I venture to uncharted territories and learn more every day. So that's it.
Thanks, Jasir. Thank you so much. And yeah, in the last, I would just want everybody to, in the speaking panel or in the listening mode, to, just understand or take LinkedIn. That on LinkedIn, just don't strive to be successful, but, rather to be a man of value. And when you provide value to others, it says that giving takes care of getting. So focus on. So I'll give my back to you, Kapil.
Thank you, Dakshi. Thank you, Jasir and Amin, and all the listeners who came up and spoke. Diatres, Vinod Panikar, Shivankar, Chaitanya for that beautiful insights, and Mohammed Siddharth. LinkedIn is a very good tool. It's very easy to get customers. It's very easy to sell any of your service. But one thing I would like to tell is just focus on one of your niche so that people can connect to you easily, so that you can grow easily. Once you get the work, make sure you Sakshi, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, Kabir, you are.
Okay. So, as Jasir told, have a good LinkedIn profile. You will have this video uploaded on the channel. In the comment box tomorrow, this video will come. Try putting all those together. Try engaging as much as you can, and you can see the magic happening. I started exploring LinkedIn. I have been using LinkedIn from the start. I think 2000, whenever it started, 2005, 2006, before finishing my graduation, engineering. But till the start of this year, I was just having 1,000 connections. But it just took me like till this month to reach 5,000, and the last 3,000 was done in 3 months, hardly 3 months. So try to understand LinkedIn. Try getting a coach. I have a coach. Jasser does the research for me. So I sit back, relax myself. So this has a lot of work to do. Try to get the R&D done. If when you're an entrepreneur, make sure you hire the best people and make your work easy. So that whichever this is a sales funnel for me. So I get my clients from here. So even my startups which I coach, I tell them concentrate on LinkedIn. It's a very beautiful tool, and they are making it very accessible for solopreneurs. In coming years, the chances of people working under someone is going to be it is going to reduce. That may be the reason this algorithm that which they have changed from 1.5 years is more encouraging for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, or businesses, and the sales funnel works very excellent. Today is the 33rd day. Thank you everyone for coming today, and we are having next, like I'm counting the days, 67 more days to reach 100. So we'll need all your support to reach that 100 day. And one thing, do come for the morning power morning, which is happening UAE time, Dubai time, 5 a.m. and the fitness session after that from 5:30. You will get all those link also below the event. When it is created tomorrow morning, you'll get this event here. And as I always tell, dream big, aim high, start small. Start very small so that you can master it very easily. You can focus on it and you can build a discipline around it. And believe me, once you do this, you're going to be a scalable startup. And then starts your journey of a high performance entrepreneur. With lots of love from this part of the world, signing off, PC Kabir. In the count of three, we are closing the room.
Uh,
Three.
Kabir, I
Yes.
just have one comment before you close. So for this is specifically for the solopreneurs. If your LinkedIn has to work for you, you have to be ruthless on your LinkedIn. So I had 9,000 connections at the end of 2 months back, and 6,000 of them were from my corporate life, and most of them don't comment in 2-3 months. So I deleted 6,000 profiles and I made up 1,500 in 4 weeks.
Okay.
So
Chaitanya, I would like everyone to put their sorry for that, because I had a target of my coach telling me to finish it at 7 o'clock,
okay, all right.
and I'm 3 minutes late today. Sorry for that.
No
Sorry for
problem.
interrupting you. Okay, so please do write your comments. Like, we want to hear from you. We want to study from you. Each of you, please. Sorry, Harish, since the time is done. I can't take you for today. Tomorrow, I'll surely take you up because I'm late now itself, and I'll have to answer my coach. So please do comment below the event. So from we all can respond to it. Okay. Thanks a lot. In the count of three, we are closing the room. Three, two, one.